Yo, what is up, my Shadow Armies? It is I, Shadow Critias, back again with another Arcane discussion video. So yes, today I'm going to discuss about that Ekko is the one who broke the cycle. The reason why I say this because, well, if you think about it, Ekko is the reason why the hero won. If it wasn't for Ekko, we would have had the dark future timeline that Chase was in. If it was for Ekko having that time machine thing that he had with him to travel back for 4 seconds, like the actual war, everyone would have died. Chase would have died in the same fate. The cycle would have repeated itself. Um, um, Vi would have died. Caitlyn would have died. Powder would have committed suicide before all this, before that happened, and Ekko and the professor would be stuck of a timeline where everything could have been if it wasn't for Ekko. If he never discovered about, a time loop thing to rewind back in 4 seconds, repeating the same thing over and over, like the lore. The reason why I said that because he broke the cycle of and changed the events. Is because of that, Chase was able to show Victor of what could have been if Victor goes through with his plan and met his future counterpart was the one who responsible telling Chase, fix their mistake over and over, but as always end up failing. And it's just like is because of Ekko he was able to save Powder, aka Jinx. Because Jinx is the only one who was able to help those reinforcements to, to take out the threats, and because of Ekko, Jinx sacrificed herself in a heroic way and gave Zion a peaceful life. And it's just, I don't know what it's just, never thought Ekko would have a big, huge role that he's actually gonna be the hero that breaks the cycle of everything. Where Jinx was able to break the cycle between the sibling I can't say the word, the sibling rivalry like Silco and Vander had, but Ekko actually broke the cycle much more. Broke the cycle what the future times could have been, broke the cycle between Chase and Victor, and same goes for Vi and Powder, Silco and Vander, so to speak. Oh, sorry about that. And he broke every single cycle that's gonna keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And what else? I can't think of anything else that comes to my mind because there was no other timelines. What could have been if they actually did one against Victor? There's only two timelines. A timeline where the original timeline is gonna be like if Ekko and Jinx didn't come in and save the day, and the timeline where Ekko and Professor got sent at, what if could have been if Hex Tech was never been made. So yeah, I don't know. It just seems so surreal that a 4 second actually saved and broke the cycle and saved not just the world but the timeline what could have been. And people are gonna put a respect on my boy's name that if it wasn't for him, everyone would have died in the previous timeline. And because of Hammerdingle, I hope I said his name right, the professor sacrificed himself so Ekko could go back in to the past, back to their timeline where they're from, is because of his sacrifice, Ekko was able to save the world and save their darkest timeline. Change the darkest timeline to a better, bright future. So, at least Ekko actually got a closure to Benzo. Finally got some closure for that, and that's a good thing. I really don't know what else I could say. Is that, like I said before, if it wasn't for Ekko, the timeline would have been the same, and the cycle would keep repeating itself until someone actually change it and break the cycle. So, yeah. And again, if Ekko didn't show up, Ekko and Professor would have stayed where they're at. Powder committed suicide, and or I should say Jinx would have committed suicide, and everyone would have died, and Chase would end up the same fate as usual. So, yeah. It's just so surreal that Ekko became the hero and the savior and the one who broke the cycle of the timeline history that is going to keep repeating. So yeah, I have nothing else to say. That all I have to say is just put some respect on my boy's name for saving everyone and saving their asses. So yeah, I got nothing else to talk about, but hope you guys enjoying the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media will be down below in the description box. You guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Kneel before I shut a Critias. I'll see you guys later.